Um, Hi, my name is Mauriasha, and I'm here with my grandma Connie. Today's date is May 24th, 2020, 2022, and we are recording this interview in Chicago, Illinois. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Constance Roberts. I am Mauriasha Burton's grandmother, and I'm here to do an interview with her and for her.
All right. So I'm going to be asking you some questions. Um, First question: what was your childhood like?
Well, my childhood was kind of shifty. There were plenty good days and some bad days. Um, I must say that I was raised with my mother and father. I went to Johnson Elementary School where I first learned to um, be around people socially and, kids my age. Um, I was bullied in at school, but it wasn't so bad. I did have good friends. I did have some friends. So, um, as I got older, I loved school. I loved to learn. Um, and I loved to play. Um, but I ran into some girlfriends after I got growing up, and we became best friends, and we still are. Um, we played sports in high school. Um, we became, we actually promoted a club, the Afro American Club, and we did pretty well with that. And that's where I learned a lot of my leadership skills because I was made president of the club. And we put on some programs where I really felt, and I was also made captain of the volleyball team. So I really, really was led kind of toward leadership, but I really liked more so doing working for and with people as I grew older, and that's basically what I did.
With that in mind, like, what was your biggest influence on life, and what lessons did anybody teach you?
Wow. Um, Even though my mother is passed at this time, I still look at the way she lived her life. She was a very giving person, um, very religiously a Christian, and she raised her kids, my brother and I, with the highest hope in us that we automatically uh, kept hope and faith through life. Um, my mother is a very strong woman. She raised my brother and I by herself, but I believe in looking at us, we came out to be some really decent children. I believe she would be really proud at the way we're raising our families right now. Um, my mother was not educated, but she was one of the smartest women I ever met in my life. So she definitely, I would say, is the person I would definitely say was very influential in my life.
All right. Like, what was the what are you proud of?
I am proud of, I'm not just saying this because I'm talking to my grandchild, but I'm so proud of my grandchildren. Um, I have been able and blessed to be able to spend a lot of time with them growing up. And as they get older, I see very promising uh, young people. I see leadership. I see servanthood. I see education, um, and the care and um, workmanship. I mean, I'm just really proud that they And actually, they all believe in God, and that's one of the biggest things that I am really proud of.
All right. Um, how has your faith evolved over time?
My faith?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a deep question to me, because I've seen a lot over the years. I am 61 at this time, and I've seen a lot over the years, and it could have been so many ways. I've had so many. I had several near-death experiences, and I feel that I'm very, yes, seriously. I'm very thankful to God, and I know exactly where where my power and strength came from to overcome a lot of things. So my faith is really, really strong, and I try to encourage others to look toward God for help in situations, because I know that's where my help came from.
Seeing as what you just said, like, how's your life been different from what you imagined? Or like, what did you think what you'd be when you growing up?
Well, things are different at this point. Um, Back in my day when we were growing up, everyone wanted to be teachers. You ask a child what they wanted to be, a teacher, because that's all they saw. Um, was teachers. We did have Officer Friendly come in our classroom sometime and speak, and there's a lot of boys want to be police officers. But another thing, as we grew older, we still didn't get the recognition of people showing us and teaching us more about different occupations and different realities in life as it is, in picking and choosing a profession. We weren't taught about them. We weren't faced with them. We didn't see people in those positions. But I'm thankful that, I saw my mother, who was uneducated, but I saw her in a mother role, and I picked up a lot of things. But the one thing which guided me, in the wrong direction, then I feel like God guided me too long, was I was in high school, in my high school senior year. Robert Morris College had someone to come and speak to our class, and I already had accounting, but I had bookkeeping as one of my classes.
What's bookkeeping?
Bookkeeping is keeping records and data for a company, and profits and profit and loss. You do statements, you do daily transactions, stuff like that. I love keeping up with money. I love for things to balance. And at the end of the day, your accounts had to balance as far as what you got in and what you spent and stuff like that. But it was fun. I worked a few jobs in accounting, but that person made it seem so good. The first thing they said, everybody was pushing college. But the first thing she said was, you don't have to go to college. You don't have to go to college to become an accountant. And when she said that, I'm like, but I did go to Robert Morris, and I graduated in 10 months with a certificate in accounting. But I soon found out that without that degree, I wasn't going to go much farther than a clerk, an accounting clerk. So I did go to school, and I did continue school and finish my college. But come to find out, even after I finished with the accounting for the degree, I didn't feel like that was for me. I feel like God placed on my heart to work with people. And I started working with people, and that's where I am now.
Alright, to sum up the interview, how would you like to be remembered?
As someone who loved and served God, I would like to be remembered by certain people for different things.
Can you give me an example?
I would love for my children, the 4 daughters that I have, I would like for them to remember me as a mother that cared and loved them and tried to do her best. And I feel very proud for who they are right now.
Okay. But like as you go on, like what do you want to be remembered, like in general, like people, even people that don't know you?
I would like to be remembered as someone who loved to use her experiences and talents to share for someone else's growth and resources.
I guess that's the end of this interview. Ooh. Not do you have something else to say?
Yes, I would like to say that I'm very thankful for this interview. It made me look at myself in some areas that I didn't even ever think about, and I just want to say thank you.
All right.